You know what most videos about UAE teaching jobs are like? They give you some names of the websites, a checklist saying this is where to apply, this is how to write your CV, and yes, all of that matters. This channel covers all of that. But let me be honest with you, that is not where most teachers actually stuck at. Because you know that you want to teach in UAE, you know that the salaries are better, you have seen the success stories of the teachers getting placed in Dubai, Abu Dhabi and Sharjah, who started fresh and now they're actually making real tax-free money. And you are sitting there thinking, but how do I actually start? Do I fix my CV first? Do I check my qualification first? Do I start my attestation now or later? Am I even eligible? That confusion is the problem. And this is not a problem in you because nobody has actually put the full picture together in one place until now. This video is the full picture, every step, in order, no fluff. Let's do this properly. By the end of this video, you are going to know the full UAE teaching job process from start to finish. I wouldn't be giving you scattered tips. I wouldn't be telling you just apply and see what happens. I'm going to give you the actual sequence. Now, whether you're sitting in India or the Philippines or Egypt, UK, South Africa or anywhere else, by the time this video ends, you will know exactly what to do first, what to do next, and why this order matters. There are total 6 steps. For each step, I'm going to tell you what you need to know, what you need to prepare, and what mistakes to avoid. Because in my experience working inside UAE schools and coaching hundreds of teachers through this process, the difference between the teacher who lands the job and the teacher who stays stuck in everything is not the teaching ability. It is the preparation, it is the timing when you apply, it is the sequence. So let's start with the first thing you need to know before CV, before applying, before interviews. And I want you to answer this one question first. Step 1 is the step most people skip because they assume the answer is, of course, yes. So let me ask you the real question. Are you a realistic fit for the UAE teaching market right now? And I want you to be careful here because I'm not saying this to discourage you. I'm saying this because I've seen teachers spend 4, 5, 6 months applying and getting nothing back. Not because they don't know how to teach, but because they were targeting the wrong category of schools, the wrong curriculum, or applying before their profile was ready. UAE private and international schools, especially the British, American and IB schools, are very competitive. They receive applications from across India, Philippines, UK, Egypt, South Africa, Jordan, Canada, US. So they can actually afford to be selective. They can be choosy. So let me tell you what you need to be a strong position right now. If you have all of these things, that means you are at a very good position right now. If you have a recognized bachelor degree, if you have a teaching license qualification, it can be a B.Ed or PGCE or QTS or a recognized bachelor education program. If you have at least 2 years of classroom experience, 3 is better. If you have experience or familiar with one of the main curriculum like British, American, IB or Indian. And last, if your English is strong, both spoken and English, you are good to go. You're already starting at a better position. But if you are a secondary teacher, then the schools will also check closely at the subject alignment. Meaning, are you teaching the subject you are applying for at the right level, at the right grade? This matters more in secondary than anything else. But what if you are a fresher? What if you're still building your experience? What if you're coming from a corporate training, maybe from an engineering background, maybe from another field entirely? That does not mean you cannot get the job. It means your route is going to be different. You need to target schools differently. That means different category of schools you need to select. You need stronger CV positioning. You need to enter through an Indian curriculum as a stepping stone and build your experience first. So, the step 1 is not about discouraging yourself. It is about understanding your starting position. Because once that is clear, the next question becomes obvious. What exactly do UAE schools require? And that brings us to the step 2. Now, this is where a lot of teachers get confused because you start hearing terms like KHDA, ADEK, teaching permit, teacher license, attestation, equivalency, and suddenly the whole thing feels like a puzzle and we give away hope. Let me simplify it for you. In the UAE, private schools do not operate all under one system. The emirate that you are targeting and the school type both matter. So for example, in Dubai, the private schools operate under KHDA, Knowledge and Human Development Authority. In Abu Dhabi, private schools operate under ADEK, which is Abu Dhabi Department of Education and Knowledge. And for government schools and national system, they are working under MOE, which is Ministry of Education. So each regulatory body has its own teacher appointment and licensing expectation. Now here is the practical reality most teachers do not hear. You do not need to have every UAE approval before applying, but you need to be eligible to move through that process once a school wants to hire you. So for example, that means you need your degree, which must be from a recognized institution. Your teaching qualification must match the role that you're applying for. And your document must be capable of being attested and verified. Now let's make it even more practical with an example, right? So for example, let's say you're applying for a British curriculum, right? So then you are expected to have PGC, QTS, or a B.Ed with solid British curriculum experience. This is expected. If you're applying for American curriculum schools, a state teaching license or a North American standard-based teaching experience is usually required. If you're applying for or targeting the IB schools, then IB workshop certification, PYP, MYP, or a DP familiarity matters. And if you're applying for an Indian curriculum schools, then a bachelor degree plus a B.Ed is generally accepted, especially with CBSE or ICSE classroom experience. Do not assume all UAE schools want the same profile. They do not. And one more thing I want you to hear clearly, attestation. A lot of teachers leave this for the last minute. Once a school gives you an offer, documentation can become a thing which delays everything. So my suggestion is to start your attestation process once you attend the second round of the interview, not before that, because attestation costs money. So we need to be assured that we have clear at least first round. Right? And also don't waste for the offer letter, because then it will further delay the process, right? I have actually a dedicated video on document attestation and hiring season. What is it? What is attestation? What are the steps? What are the timelines when you should actually apply? The link is in the description. Now that you have understand eligibility, the next question is, where exactly should you be applying? And this is where most teachers waste a month. So let's fix this with step 3. Okay, step 3. And I really need you to hear this one. The most common mistake I see teachers make is applying everywhere, every school, every curriculum, every emirate, every platform, all at once. And they think this increases their chances, but it does the opposite. When you apply everywhere without focus, your CV becomes very generic. Your cover letter becomes generic. Your answers to why this school becomes generic. And this generic CVs get ignored. Before you send a single application, I want you to make 3 decisions. The first decision, which curriculum? British, American, IB, Indian? Because this will shape everything. Your CV language depends on it. The platform you use is going to depend on that. Your salary expectation, your interview preparation. Know this before you apply to anything. Second decision, which emirate? Dubai and Abu Dhabi are the 2 main destinations. They are different in ways that matter. Abu Dhabi schools, especially under ADEK, they tend to offer slightly higher basic salaries and have a different regulatory environment. Dubai schools are more competitive, but there are more of them, and KHDA ratings gives you a better clear picture of school quality. Sharjah is also a strong option because lower cost of living is there, reputable schools are there, and slightly less competition than Dubai. So know your target emirate before you start applying. Decision number 3, which school tier? UAE schools are not equal. In Dubai, KHDA rated schools as outstanding, very good, acceptable, and so on. So now premium, outstanding rated schools have higher salaries, have more competitive hiring, higher expectations. Mid-tier schools have more accessible entry points, right? And sometimes the smartest move is to enter through an Indian curriculum school, a mid-tier school, build your UAE experience, and then move up. So know which tier is realistic as per your current profile. Make those decisions first before anything else. It will save you months of wasted efforts and a lot of frustration. Now, once your target is clear, the next question is how to actually get in front of those schools. And that brings us to the part most teachers think they understand, but almost always get wrong. Before I go to step 4, pause for a second. I want to ask you something, and be honest. Not about where you want to be, but about where you actually are right now. Comment A if you're still just searching. B, I know I want UAE, but I do not know where to start. C, I'm already applying, but I'm getting no responses. And D, I have interviews coming and I need to prepare. Drop your answers in the comment, just A, B, C, D, because that will tell me exactly what videos to prioritize next. And I do read every single one. Step 4, the application. This is the stage where I hear this most often. Sir, I'm applying a lot, but nothing is replying. So I'm applying, nothing is replying. And when I receive their application, right, like when I actually see their application or I review their application, the problem is never the efforts that they are putting. It is the positioning. 3 things. Let me give you all 3. First, your CV must be UAE ready. Not just professional, not just good, specifically built for the UAE market. UAE schools use their ATS system to filter application. They are scanning for specific things, curriculum experience named clearly like IGCSE, CBSE, IB, DP, MYP, AP, whatever you have taught, name it explicitly. Year group and key stages, not just I'm applying for secondary teacher. It is KS3, KS4, KS5, grade 9, grade 11. Assessment experience, MAP, CAT4, GL assessment, internal moderation, progress tracking. Key terms like differentiation, EL support, pastoral responsibilities. CPD, professional development courses that you have done that signal awareness of what UAE schools value. So if your CV does not contain these keywords, the ATS filter it out before it reaches the HR. I have a full CV series on this channel, but understand it right now, your CV may be the reason you're not getting any response. Second, know your platform. Most teachers use one job board, get frustrated and conclude that the market is very difficult. But UAE hiring happens across multiple channels. School group career portals for GEMS, Aldar, Talim, Blooms, Sabis all run their own systems. LinkedIn, I'm going to speak more on this one in a moment. Tests and Indeed, still active for UAE school hirings. School websites directly, recruitment fairs and recruitment databases. I'm going to post a video on a screen share walkthrough of every major school portal coming in this series, right? Just watch it, right? And if you are applying through a portal and you have not watched the walkthrough for the specific portal, you are probably making some avoidable mistakes, right? Third one, LinkedIn is massively underused. This is one of the most overlooked advantages in this niche. UAE school recruiters, HR teams, and school leaders are actively searching on LinkedIn, not just posting jobs, searching for candidates. So if your LinkedIn headline, experience section, and curriculum keywords are weak, you are invisible to them. And this is why 2 teachers with almost identical experience can get completely different results. One looks searchable and market ready, and the other looks vague. I have a full video on exactly how to optimize your LinkedIn for UAE schools coming in this series. Watch it. Now, once your application starts working, the next stage begins. And this is where anxiety usually goes up because now you are being assessed. So let's talk about what that actually looks like. Step 5, the selection process. This is the part teachers are most anxious about. And it is the part they are most underprepared for because they focus all their energy on getting the interview and then do not prepare properly for what is going to happen. And here is what the process typically look like. Stage 1, screening call. It is usually 15 to 30 minutes with an HR or a recruitment coordinator. Most teachers treat this as a formality. This is a mistake. The person on that call write notes. The principal read those notes before your formal interview. Treat the screening call like a mini interview. Be professional, be clear, and be warm. Stage 2, the formal interview. It is typically from 45 to 90 minutes. Usually the principal, sometimes joined by the vice principal, head of the department, or a phase leader. UAE school interviews covers 5 main question categories. Personal and motivational. Teaching practice, like how you plan, deliver, assess. Behavior, tell me about a time when this child was not listening or was not attentive in your class. Scenario based, what would you do if, and the UAE specific knowledge, right? Stronger schools expect you to speak in UAE relevant language. That means student progress, learning objectives, differentiation, adaptive teaching, data informed instruction, inclusion, EAL support, MAP results, CAT4, internal moderation, pastoral care. If you do not know what these terms mean in a UAE context, prepare before you interview. I have a full interview preparation series on this channel, videos on every single question category, link is in the description. And the third one, the demo lesson. Now, not every role requires this, but most secondary roles do. And many premium primary schools do too. Here is what most teachers misunderstand about the demo lesson. It is not a regular lesson, it is an audition. The school is watching everything, lesson structure. Do you have a clear lesson objective, a hook, checks for understanding, and a meaningful exit ticket? Question technique, are you asking high order questions or just moving through content? Student engagement, are they passive or they are actually thinking? Your teacher presence, confidence, warmth, classroom commands. The stakes are different. The preparation required is different. I have a dedicated series on the demo lesson planning, delivery, debrief, probably the most underestimated part of this entire process. And one final thing about the selection process, the offer. But this is where teachers make their biggest mistake, the offer. Step 6. The school wants you. You finally have an offer. And the first thing I want you to do is slow down. Because this is the stage where excitement causes mistakes. First, read the package, not just the salary number. A UAE teacher offer is not just a salary, it is a package, and the school structure these packages differently. You need to look at basic salary, housing allowance, or whether accommodation is provided, annual flight allowance, medical insurance for you, or whether it covers the whole family or dependents, tuition discount if you have school-age children, end of service gratuity which accumulates over time and can be significant. A package that looks lower on paper can actually be higher in total value. So a number that looks high can be misleading if the housing component is weak. I have a dedicated video on how to calculate, compare a full UAE package, real numbers, real examples coming in soon in this series. Watch it before you sign anything. Second, negotiate. I know this feels uncomfortable for a lot of teachers, but negotiation is completely normal. In UAE school recruitment, it is expected and it is professional. You do not need to be aggressive. You just need to be clear. Ask about housing, ask about flights, ask about professional development courses. Be specific and respectful. And do not apologize for asking these things, because sometimes I've seen that they ask, okay, can I ask about the salary? My family is included in this? I'm sorry for asking. You don't need to apologize for that, right? So negotiating well can add thousands of dirham to your monthly package value. And this is real money. Over a 2-year contract, this can be a significant amount. Third, documentation and visa. Once you sign, the school begins processing your employment visa. This typically takes 4 to 8 weeks. That means 1 to 2 months. In that window, you will also be handling attested degree and teaching qualification documents, police clearance certificates, medical fitness testing, Emirates ID application, accommodation if you are not provided by the school onboarding requirements. So you may hear terms like employment visa, work permit, entry permit, residence stamping, Emirates ID. This is exactly why I keep saying the offer is not the end of the process. It is the beginning of the next one. So stay organized, respond fast, do not create delays through misleading documents or because of missing documents. School remember candidates who are efficient in this phase. So this is the full picture. To summarize, step 1 is be honest about where you are today and where you need to build first. Step 2, understand your qualification, your licensing pathway, and your attestation needs. Step 3, choose your curriculum, your emirate, and your school tier before you start applying to anything. Step number 4, build a UAE ready specific CV, use the right platform, and make your LinkedIn work for you. Step number 5, prepare properly for the screening call, the format interview, the formal interviews, and the demo lesson. Step 6, evaluate full package. Negotiate confidently. Stay organized through visa and relocation. If you follow the right order, this process becomes much less confusing. Not easy, but clear. And clarity is what most people are actually missing. Now, the next video you should watch after this one is which curriculum pays better. In this video, I'm going to walk you through every major curriculum in the UAE, British, American, IB, Indian. I will tell you what salaries actually look like, what school expects, and most importantly, whether it is the right fit for you right now. So before you close this video, drop a comment and tell me one thing, which curriculum are you targeting and why? This will tell me a lot about where this community is and what I need to build next. And I read every single comment. Subscribe if you have not, because this channel is not a random tips, it is the full roadmap. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.